New color alert! Woo! Siser holographic. Oh, did you see that? That was like really fun right there. The way it rolled out, like
visually
a red carpet or a rainbow carpet. All right, so we're good. We're up.
Yep.
We're here. You're here. Hopefully here.
Coming in.
So I'm Danielle.
I'm Jessie.
I'm Bianca.
Jessica in the back.
She sounds so like far away. Jessica in the back.
Keep her in the back dungeon.
She's looking at the computer right now, so we can just confirm a couple things. But this is your new color. It's so pretty. It's so rainbowy.
It looks like a piece of candy, like from like Willy Wonka, like the old one.
Oh yes.
You know, like in that beginning montage. It looks just so gorgeous.
But this is your rainbow holographic vinyl. It feels and weaves just like the other holographic that Siser offers. So this is just another color. But this is kind of like we don't sell any of their like kind of patterned holographic vinyl. We just sell the gold and the silver, and now we have this one as well. So this kind of mushes all those colors into one, and it really does give you really quite unique designs. You do get that full rainbow spectrum with all the colors in there, and we even did. Oh, and Jessie's. Okay. Jessie's weeding right there for you, as you can see.
Seeing how easy it is to weed.
It just peels right up. It's really easy. And I did see a comment that somebody said that they struggled with cutting the holographic. That was one of our comments that came into our social media stream. And so if you're out there and you're wondering about that, we have cut settings for whatever kind of cutter you have listed underneath the product. So when you go to our holographic vinyl, go all the way down to the bottom. It's going to let you know your cut settings for the cutter that you have, and then it's also going to let you know what settings to do for application. So it's all right there for you. This was actually cut on a 3-blade, I think, we used a silhouette cameo, so we did a blade 3, and your thickness for this is 14, so it's doubled and then some from your standard easy weed. So you do really need to get in there and cut this, because it does have a couple layers to it, because it has like a shiny layer on the back and then the rainbowy layer on the top. So you want to make sure you cut all the way through and get a nice clean cut when you do it. So
just weeding away.
So this here, this is how your yard comes. So your rainbow stripes are going this way. So keep in mind though, when you cut it, this is a 20-inch wide, so especially if you're using the cameo, you are going to cut this down to size to make it able to fit in your cameo. But if you're using other cutters, obviously the GCC vinyl cutters, Roland, anything else with the 24-inch span, you're fine with. Just making sure, like that math tricked me up a bit. But so you're fine with doing it this way, but just by setting up your designs a different way, you can cut it so that it goes the other way. So for example, if you want to zoom in, so this one was cut with my lines with the rainbow vertical, and then this one was cut with my lines horizontal.
Sorry
so
about the glare, everyone.
You do get a different look to the vinyl, or to this rainbow, that, you know, depending on how you cut it. So keep that in mind. Okay, well, let's start pressing this, because why not? Do we have any questions?
No, but a lot of people saying hi, and Butch is with us.
Hello.
Hi.
All right, she's weeding that one. So I will do, which one? We'll do this one. So I'm just gonna do, we'll do this design, the Be the Rainbow in someone's cloud. And we are gonna put Easy Weed with it. Or I think this actually might be stretch. Well, we'll see when we press it. I'm not sure right now. I don't know what
Jerry sure says I see a unicorn in my future.
No.
Yes.
That would be so cute.
It would be.
Says she's gonna make something for her daughters. Thank you, Nathan, for the link. Yeah, so fun fact for this vinyl.
Fun fact.
Fun fact.
It can be layered.
All
and
right.
it can also go on leather. So that's very interesting.
It's a very useful fun fact.
Yeah.
What temperature are you pressing at?
I'm at 320 and it's 15 to 20 seconds, and holographic is a cold peel. So, but this one right now is our easy weed. So it's standard. So don't watch this part.
David says, I've been doing this for 15 years and I still chuckle all the time. She said weed. We have someone new from Ocala, Florida.
Aw.
Hi.
Used to live there. Hi, Melissa.
All right, so should we do horizontal stripes or vertical stripes?
Let's do those ones. Because we did the other ones are. Oh, see, now I don't know. Because
Oh, no, see, even, like, look how that,
let me zoom in again.
you didn't really get a lot of the color.
No, because
that one's horizontal, too.
Oh, is it?
Oh, look at
yeah,
that.
but just look how different it looks from the two different.
Yes,
like,
you
the
know
ways
what,
So
that-
wait, so on here different. So you're seeing more,
Yes.
looks like more blue from my
Yeah.
angle, but
Right.
where you have like a little bit more rainbow in the
Oh,
one
and it was
Danielle
actually
has.
this way, because I'm like, why isn't this lining up? All right, we'll do this one, because it has more of the rainbow to it. So keep that in mind when you're, cutting. You should probably plan this one a little bit more, so that way get the accurate coloring that you want.
Michelle says that she has a lot of holographic vinyl, but she hasn't used it because it peeled off after 2 or 3 washes.
Oh.
So you want to make sure that you're waiting 24 hours before your first wash. You want to machine wash it warm or cool with a mild detergent. Do not use any bleach or dry cleaner. You want to hang this item to dry. So I don't know if that'll help you out, if maybe that was one of the issues. And also you may want to increase your pressure. Some vinyls require just a little bit of pressure. This one does require a medium amount of pressure, so it could just be an issue of pressure as well. So if you want to try to test a small piece on a bad shirt and run it through a washing cycle.
Just making sure I'm centered here.
Oh, thanks, Butch. He says an inside out to wash.
Aw.
That's a good addition. This is just not. Well, that's good enough. Okay.
I always struggle with trying to make everything even because
I
it always
know,
looks good in
right?
certain angles.
Okay, so we're gonna go ahead. We're at 320, 15 seconds. We're at a good pressure. And then we'll do the flower.
It's so
We'll put
pretty.
that on this one.
I love this.
Yes. And now see this one, was it cut? Oh no, that was the same stripes.
Oh, what was that? Oh, you mean cut the seam? Yeah.
Yeah. All right, cold peel. So we'll leave it on Jessie's side here. And you can really see, I mean that, I always, when I pressed this one, I was like, wow, that kind of seems a bit dark on this one. But on the white, it depends on like the colors you have, because this seems like, just hold that up for me, Jess.
Yeah.
See that?
Like,
Yeah, that's pretty
to-
bright.
Yeah, pretty bright. So I guess it really depends on like how you cut the vinyl. So whether we're doing a vertical or a horizontal, and of course your design. So, this one doesn't have a lot of space to it, and if we went horizontal on this one, you could probably see it, much better if you were on the lighter side of the vinyl. But the blue and the purple are a little tough to see on black.
But
Like,
it's the way, I feel like it's the way the light hits it though, because there are
Yeah.
certain times where the blue areas do show up.
But you can layer it. You could put Easy Weed under it. So if I were to do an offset of white Easy Weed underneath,
That's a good
that
idea.
could also work too if you're going on a dark fabric. So just, things to keep in mind.
And you do want to cut this in reverse.
Oh yeah.
And the settings for the cameo, so would it be HGV smooth and move the pressure to 14, or will we use different settings?
I did vinyl. We have which version do we have? We don't have the newest
we don't have the
version.
newest one. I think you just the regular heat transfer.
Yes, you want to use the heat transfer smooth, speed 8 and thickness 14 for the silhouette.
See, that's so crooked. I'm so bad at this.
This product is the Siser Holographic vinyl. It is the newest color, the rainbow.
Rainbow.
And it's under the holographic one, right? With the
That's
gold and
pretty on that
silver.
I like it on
See,
that color.
do a preview.
Very
Ooh,
nice.
Very pretty on this shirt. Did it
Yes,
just
Irvin,
move
you
now that I
can
did
layer
that?
it.
Shirt kind of matches the one you're wearing too, Daniel.
Yeah, it does.
Oh, I'll just change my shirts today. Sorry, we have a mess here.
You didn't just use Danielle's trash can?
Jesse made a mess.
This would be a lot to throw into the imaginary trash can, so we're just gonna wait.
Just gonna sneak in and put it in the real trash can.
The imaginary trash can.
There's nothing wrong with my trash can over here.
It's fine for like bigger pieces, but not.
All right, you can weed yours now because
Oh,
we're.
pull it, you mean?
Yep.
Right.
Or
Melissa
pull it,
says,
yes.
is the cover necessary? I'm still learning with laughing, crying emojis.
Yeah, it's helpful because you have to keep in mind like the vinyl itself has an adhesive carrier sheet, and I feel like it's not just to protect the other items on your shirt. So, you know, for this one I had to protect the already printed vinyl, but you don't want that adhesive to kind of squeeze out and go up and get your vinyl or your top platen dirty or messy. So it's not only to protect the other vinyl and your shirt and your garment, but it's also just to protect your top platen and to keep everything clean and neat. So it is very helpful to have that nonstick sheet to just go over it. It's just an extra little thing. A lot of people do have longer pieces of this, and they kind of wrap it and magnet it up to the top. This can also come out and go on the top layer as well. This is the fitted platen wrap. This is going to be hot to do it, but
Please be.
I was just gonna say.
Oh my gosh.
but it'll woo got
Yeah,
it
don't do
right
it.
there. But
Well, that's
get
it.
it.
Yeah,
But
we
you'll
get it.
see,
That's an
but
example.
you'll see it'll fit because it's like a mattress cover, so it'll fit on the top. Even if you get a bigger one, if you have a 15 by 15 and you get the 16 by 20, just give you a little excess. So, but that's an option too. But that way you won't have to like remember to put it on the top because I always struggle with remembering. All right, so let's peel this one off.
I'll do a nice zoom in and look at everything.
And then our shirts are done and complete, and our vinyl is so pretty. All right, Bianca, zoom on in.
I'm coming.
So nice. And I'll just kind of lift it there because I feel like the light will be better.
So pretty.
So whether you're on a dark colored fabric or a light color, you know, for this particular design, it really shows up. But like we mentioned before, you know, just depending on how you're cutting this and like which way your stripes are going, that really does impact what it looks like. So keep that in mind as well.
Yeah, because it really can tell the difference between like these two and then these two. Like just
Yeah,
the way
like
they're
let me
cut.
see. Now see, this is
And it is available now to purchase. It's live on the website. Shannon says, I just got some.
Scissors.
And Nathan said it's purdy with all these pieces.
So let's just put this one on a white so you can kind of see, because this is like the darker
Okay.
part of the coloring. So this is your pinks and your purple. So that's,
Oh wow, yeah.
so it looks totally different than that, but we're gonna kind of,
No.
After this.
I know, I'm just like messing stuff up. Shirt. Oh, perfect. It's used, half used, but that's cool. But it'll give you an idea.
Do you remember what font you used?
This is not a commercial font, so private use only, and it was Sweet Hipster on Font Space. So we didn't totally.
Good call.
It doesn't come in the sheets or the 12 by 5 yard roll. It only comes in a 20-inch wide roll.
But you can always cut it down. Oh, breaking the lights.
But just to go back to like the Sweet Hipster font, which is nice, is that this is your parentheses, these little wings on the side. So as long as you're not using it for commercial use, or you request it from the designer, you know, to use it. Oh, see, I didn't cover it there, but that's all right. Request from the designers to be able to use it for commercial use. That's an option as well.
What was the other one? That'd be the someone's cloud. Do you remember?
Nope, I got nothing.
Oh.
Torple. Let's go Torple. I think it was Torple. I think that is a commercial use font. I just happened to download the Sweet Hipster for a different project, so I was brand new on my mind. All right, it's not cold yet. I was like ready to peel it off.
Yeah, no.
Can't. But I don't
what
know.
Would happen for devil's advocate here?
Well, it already kind of, but see, it gets stuck.
Got it.
So then you're like, so you just lay it back.
Okay.
But this is kind of sort of warmish already, but it's on there. But always kind of just manufacturer suggests cold, so we'll stick with cold.
Yeah, what a difference. That's so crazy.
But you could see, like, if you were to go on dark with this one, forget it. I don't think you'd be able to see that at all.
No way. That's better.
You'd struggle with that for legibility purposes. But
so it all depends on the angle and where you cut it.
And your direction of how you cut it. So if you're really going for the vertical, like this one's vertical, and then these two are horizontal. So just kind of keep that in mind. Just something to think about when you're putting in your vinyl, especially if you're using the Cameo and when you already have to cut down to size. Just maneuvering, the vinyl on within the cutter is going to help you figure it out.
Deborah said earlier that she really likes that saying about being a rainbow in someone's cloud.
It's very pretty.
Nice. Mm-hmm.
I didn't. It's a Maya Angelou saying, so that was like captioned underneath. But I think hers is like be a rainbow in someone else's cloud. So it's a little bit different, but it's still very pretty.
We don't have any more questions.
All right.
Wait, what was the Teflon cover called? I think
Non-stick sheet 1191 is our item number, and we sent a 16 by 24 size is ours. The one that I'm using is just itty bitty, but we sell it at the 16 by 24.
Talking about, I think, the lower platinum wrap.
I don't know that item number, but
it's on the web.
Nathan, it's called lower platinum wrap. Can you put our little a link for that one? And we have it at a 15 by 15 size and a 16 by 20. But again, the other option, since the 16 by 24 nonstick sheet is so large, you could just, use the magnets and wrap it around, and then, because that's magnetic and that'll stay.
Nathan said 1 sec.
Yeah.
Thanks.
The item number is HPA-ESS1515. For the 15 by 15, but
I wish we could have a lower super.
Yes, that's very long.
HPAES. It's just like scrolling across the screen. That one's a long one, so we'll post that if nobody else
Nathan
can get
said
on that.
he could. I'm sure I'll grab it.
And we use a lot of fonts from like defont.com or fontspace.com. Those are free font websites.
Just keep an eye out for those commercial ones.
Yeah, and Font Bundles is another website to go to with fonts. They have sometimes they offer like free font packages, or you could buy the commercial use font. So always look for commercial. That is like the key thing. If you're doing this and you're selling it, it's got to be a commercial font. Let it, make sure that you're giving the person that created that font the credit.
Axel, this will not show lines through it. The nature of the foil and metallics is to kind of start breaking down like that. That's just the nature of the product. This is made different. So when you wash it, you shouldn't get lines like you did with the adhesive foil.
Oh, yeah, that's different. And this is nice and soft. I don't know if we, it's bendable. I feel like if this was like a huge design, it might not be as bendable. But since we have a lot of space in between the garment and where our lines are, it makes it nice and soft. So be aware of that too. This is a much thicker vinyl than your Easy Weed. So you're I think it's like double the thickness of it.
Yeah, I think so too.
So you're doing a full block.
Yeah, so keep that in mind. Like, you have to kind of give yourself and your customers an expectation based on their design. So you could see it's movable now, and it will be fine when you wash. But it's definitely not as smooth as your Easy Weed. Like, you don't feel this, but you do feel this. This has a slick, shiny feel to it. So
it's not like sticky or rough or coarse or anything like that.
It's very nice, and it's super easy to weed, as you saw. But it's not super soft, but it's softer than most holographic, if that's wow. But it's an awesome product, and I would totally, you know, make a unicorn like Jerry said, or make these pretty designs.
Yes.
All right, we're good?
I think that's it.
All right, thanks everybody for watching, and we will see you next week. Bye.